Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're the Whiskey Watchers. I'm Dan.
Go on. I'm Jake.
And today we got our hands on some Garrison Brothers. If you catched our video on the Balmora, we were really surprised with what Garrison Brothers was doing. Texas whiskey might be our thing. I know it's kind of like the first video we released Monday on the birthday bourbon. There are two camps yet again on Texas bourbon. I swear, people either aren't really fans or are die-hard fans, and today we have the mother of all Garrison Brothers releases, the Cowboy Bourbon here from 2023, coming in at 140.9 proof. We got some hazmat whiskey.
Hazmat boy.
For the first time on the channel. And first, though, I want to go over this packaging, because we just did a video over packaging.
Yes.
This is up there. This is really nice. Has a nice solid wood box. I mean, that is solid.
A nice good piece of plexiglass that is tightly fit with a little bubble, so that way it holds it in place.
It's actually a magnet.
Is it?
Oh, it's a magnet.
Oh, even better. Look at that.
So plexiglass with, fingy prints all over it, but it is what it is.
Styrofoam with some silk around it, or some off silk.
Some off silk. The styrofoam is, I think, the cheapest part of this box.
Probably.
And
but I mean, it's also the safest way to ship something in this kind of container.
Yeah. So why don't you pull her out of there and?
Oh God, we're gonna have to get the wax cutter.
No, Garrison Brothers has a really good pull tab.
Really?
So,
with a nice Texas Lone Star stamp in the top.
So along with the Cowboy Bourbon, it actually comes with a book on not only all the tasting notes, but they actually do a recommendation of how to drink this.
Over ice, with water, proof down to 30%.
35%.
Yeah.
So it even comes with a little medal that you can, let your Chihuahua wear, because nothing else.
Put it around your cat named Garrison.
Yeah, Garrison. Come here,
Mr.
Garrison. So we got the medal here. We'll let the medal kind of ride on the side, and we're gonna open this up.
Side saddle, if you will.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? This is Jake's bottle. Jake, open this. And while Jake's opening that, I want to invite you to go down below over here in front of Jake and hit that like and subscribe button and punch the living crap out of that notification bell. Treat it like John Wayne when he's, disciplining women on all of his other shows, I guess. I don't know. I guess it was just a John Wayne thing. Anyway, pause for cork pop. Ooh.
Ooh.
That Cowboy cork pop.
That synthetic cork.
Go ahead and pour her up, big boy. Some quality
wax.
wax.
That's so dark.
It's quality wax, too.
That is dark. They aged cherries in this, like, whew.
No, that's just the Texas heat, baby.
That's Texas heat with that Texas, I don't know, tan, I guess.
Yeah. So
I really feel like we need a Minecraft chest opening noise like that.
Right. So this one, corn variety made from food grade #1 white corn from farms in South Texas, aged in oak, distilled in 2017. So this is 6-year-old Texas whiskey, coming in at 140.9 proof. Again, Cowboy Bourbon. We're gonna feel like a real Texan when we get in on this one.
Yes, me and my Van, or I'm not even wearing my Van. No, me and my Nikes.
You're wearing
them
Nikes and jogging pants, and I'm wearing
because it's cold.
I'm barefoot right now. So anyway.
Plus, I didn't get out of jogging pants all day. I was off today. I stayed at home.
So let's look at this color again. It's super dark. This is like motor oil. It is, dude. It is like used motor oil, dark. And I fat poured this one a little bit. That's just a little bit.
That's okay.
I love the color on this. It's so beautiful. When the light comes through it, it's just this very super dark cherry red. Mm-hmm. It's foreboding.
Legs for days.
Oh, that does have legs for days. The leg check is a success, by the way. So let's get into the nose on this one, buddy.
Let's do it.
Hazmat whiskey. Here we go.
Oh! Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
There is not a lot of ethanol on this nose.
No, but
it noses of, like, I get wood.
Mm-hmm.
I get...
Is that Texas mesquite?
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know. That's a weird nose.
This is a very weird nose. It's very woody. It's very dark. This is a very dark nose. Compared to the birthday bourbon we reviewed on Monday.
Spices. It seems like the whole spice cabinet's up in here.
Yeah. Oh. I definitely get like... I get like clove. I definitely get clove on this. I get some of the corn. I get a little bit of like a youthful grain. No, I mean, it's 6 years old, so I mean... All right. Enough talking about it.
You can only smell it so much.
Let's be about it.
Let's put this hazmat into our body.
Into the body. Here we go. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. That'll wake you up.
Huh.
That same smell that I thought was kind of weird on the nose transferred right over the palate, but there's an overbearing sweetness too that I really like.
It is super sweet. That's really nice. But
because it balances out all the heat.
Put some hair on my chest.
Dude. I know.
It does balance out really well. The sweet, the spice, the wood, that really weird kind of funk smell. It all kind of comes together. It blends well.
It's got to be something that Texas does to this, because I mean, I don't think they did anything different to it. They didn't like put mesquite in it.
No, it's not finished. This is just straight out of their barrels, batched, and into the bottle. This is cast strength at its best out of Garrison Brothers.
Uncut, unfiltered.
And
it's true. The flavor does overpower the heat.
Yeah, it really does.
They stood by their statement.
This it sips extremely well for what it is. Hazmat whiskey. I've had the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. It numbed my lips.
I've had that before.
And it blew my palate straight out of the water. I took one sip. I got a few of the Jack Daniel's notes, and then it was all just gone. It was all muted from there. This, I have a feeling it's not going to do that. I mean, my lips aren't numb already, and I'm going back in. Cheers.
It almost tastes smoked, you know what I mean?
It does have a smokiness to it.
That's what it is. That's what it's got to be. Something. It's.
There's a very intense spice on the tip of my tongue. Oh my gosh, what?
Read the bottom in white. That had me rolling. You can't barely see it, but my God, that's funny. I just leaned down.
It says drink. Okay, some things. I pause the review for a second. Some things in life are best left to be discovered by happenstance. The bottom of this bottle literally says, embossed in or engraved into this bottle, it says, "Drink like an adult." I think we're doing that here.
That was the foot. Like, I'm just leaning down and scratching my knee, and I see that, and I'm like, okay, that's really funny.
So yeah,
one of those things you won't notice unless you're just really eyeing this bottle around.
Yeah. So this one is. It's not the flavor bomb that I thought it would be at 149. It's not going to blow your socks off. It drinks very easy.
Very smooth.
But
it's almost one of those ones you want on a real cold night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't kill you, but then as it sits, you kind of just...
You kind of warm up a little bit. I got that good... that.
You got that Texas heat in you.
Texas. I was trying to think of a word that rhymes with Texas heat. Or like that, like a Texas hug, or... Got that Texas something. Anyway, you got it in you. It's warming. It's very nice.
Texas something. You got it in you.
You got it in you. It's not a bad bourbon at all.
No,
it really
I really
isn't.
enjoy this.
Is it the best thing I've ever had in my life? No.
No.
But does it stand up well in a world of
non-Kentucky
bourbon?
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
Right now, I think the big hitters, besides Barrel, we're not gonna. Well, not Barrel. I'm thinking of Dickel.
Yeah.
Outside of like Kentucky, it is like Garrison Brothers and like drawing a blank. Woodinville.
Old Elk is up there.
Old Elk is pretty good. I keep forgetting about that.
There are distilleries like Hard Truth that are out of Indiana. You have Starlight in Indiana, West Fork in Indiana. You have Driftless Glen in Wisconsin. Our buddy Tony brought me down a single barrel to try once. They're pretty good. We might have to get in contact with Driftless Glen and do some stuff with them. So, all in all, this is a solid pour, and I'm happy that we have it in our hut. Yeah, shout out to the folks that help us get this bottle, by the way. The Thief Fine Wine, Beer, and Spirits coming through again, helping us out, trying to help, getting this.
Yeah.
Because this is one for the record books.
No kidding.
If you're ever in Walla Walla, Washington, go check them out. And thank you to thank you to them.
Seriously.
I'm beside myself right now because
This is weird in the best way.
It's weird in the best way, yeah. So, out of all the non-Kentucky bourbons that we have had, this probably stands head and shoulders above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a grading scale, if I was going to give it a grade, honestly, for what this is, not taking, again, price into a consideration, I'm at a B+.
You reading my mind?
I was going to go B, but the fact that it's so easily, it's such an easy sipper for being so high proof. I mean, and it opens up really, really well. I'm getting chocolate notes out of this now. Yeah, like dried figs.
Beat the air into it.
And I think, before we go, I think in this little book, when it says
how to drink,
let's see here. Okay, so serving and storage suggestions. Let's just look at this really quick. Like a fine wine, great bourbon gets better when exposed to air. This is no different. So they want you to let this sit. They want you to let it open up a little bit. So, you know what? In the spirit of doing that, why don't we take a couple minutes, come back, and just let this sit. I know there's not a whole lot left, but let it sit for a minute and then just come back to it. So we're going to step away for a second, gather our thoughts, and we'll be right back. So we took a moment away and let this open up. We took about probably 5-10 minutes. Something like that. And let's see if this has opened up a little bit, see if the nose is giving us a little bit more, and go so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, nose it one more time. Yeah.
It's more chocolatey than
it is more chocolatey. I get like this graham cracker kind of. Mm-hmm. And the wood.
Hey, yo, you know what this is? This is a smoked chocolate pie.
Smoked chocolate pie. The woody element, though, that we got at the beginning has kind of tamed itself. Mm-hmm. So, a definite difference on the nose when you let this just sit for a while. What about the palate? So, let's find out. Cheers. Ooh, did it on the bell this time.
Kind of missed a part of it and went straight to the back. Even at 140 proof, though, that's hit harder. I've had other whiskeys hit a lot harder than that.
I've had a lot of whiskeys hit harder. I mean, it is intense.
It is intense.
It has a nice spice note that comes out. The chocolate, I'm salivating like crazy right now.
So am I.
The chocolate is just there, just right along the center of my tongue, just like streaking right down my tongue.
Darker and darker in the chocolate now.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah, let your higher proof whiskey sit for a minute. It'll be amazing what happens to them. Some will react well, and I'm sure probably others don't react as well.
Probably not.
So, yeah, for this one, I recommend it. Let it sit for a little bit, and oh God, we're going to have to stabilize this table.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thank you for joining us. That's a review. Again, we're at a B+ on this one between us. I read his mind once again. I'm so good at that.
Indeed.
So, until we drink again, thank you. Go down below, hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to share a pour with your friends and family, because just like the movies,
memories don't make themselves.
They do not, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.